Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2017. Since we last met, I've played a few games. I played a Champions League game. I played an EFL Cup game, not an FA Cup game. I've played 2 Premier League games, and we've had a very mixed bag of results. The first game we played was a 1-1 draw against Everton in the league. We were the much better side, just couldn't score a goal. And as you can see there, Gabbiadini gets a 6.2. Remember that. There's a theme. Then we invited PSG to our house and we got absolutely battered. Caldara with a 5.7, Mandzukic and Lukaku, the 2 strikers, with a 6.2. See the theme? We lost 5-1 in the end. A hat-trick for Diego Costa. Neymar with a goal as well. Kevin De Bruyne also. Kravinovic with the solitary reply for us. It was not a good game. It's not a good start to our Champions League story. And then we get back to winning ways against West Ham in the league. An own goal from Big Wes, who's back in the side after basically saying that he doesn't want to leave, he doesn't want to join Man City anymore. So what does he do? He scores an own goal after 8 minutes. We do come back with Adrien Rabiot and Taha Mohamed, who came off the bench for his debut. We win 2-1. Not a bad result in the end. Should have been a lot better, but 2-1 is enough. And then this happened in the EFL Cup, a 6-3 victory against Liverpool. 5-0 up at half-time. We were actually 4-0 up after 15 minutes. So Gabbiadini gets a hat-trick. Taha Mohamed as well on the score sheet. I thought I'd start him because he had a decent game. Tamui Bakayoko also scores and Mario Mandzukic gets our 6th. For Liverpool, Henderson, Salah and Solanke, we almost threw this away right near the end of the game. With those results in the bag, we currently now sit 6th in the league table, not too far off the pace. I am annoyed that we drew with Everton. They are ahead of us, but drawing with Everton, it's dropped us 2 points basically. Today we are going to be playing Bournemouth, and we are going to be playing Juventus as well, which is a team that we've played before. And we've done alright against Juventus. We've also done alright against Bournemouth as well. Both these games as well will be away, so you don't get to see the absolute calamity that is St Mary's Stadium right now. And we get Bristol City in the EFL Cup. That's actually not a bad draw. A piece of random transfer news, actually, that I've just remembered. Virgil van Dijk has signed for Manchester United, and we did have a 50% sell-on clause in there, which means we get quite a large chunk of that money. So in reality, our transfer income this window is a lot higher than the £72 million it says. It's probably nearer 90, because we've also got money for players like Bertrand. We've got a bit more cash for. I think Cedric we got a bit more money for as well. Enough about transfers. Let's get on with the Bournemouth game, shall we? The starting lineup then for Bournemouth versus Southampton will be as follows. In goal, Kawadio Kone. Back 4 of Ali Tape, Bracamontes, Big Wes and Kieran Tierney. Midfield, Bakayoko, Lamina and Rabiot. That's going to be very, very common throughout this season. Advanced playmaker, Taha Mohamed. He's actually played really well the couple of games he has featured for us, so I'm giving him another chance. Strike force of Manolo Gabbiadini and Romelu Lukaku, who still cannot find the back of the net. It is actually getting very close for me to drop Lukaku into the under-23s so he can actually start scoring some goals. When Bakayoko has scored 2 goals, Rabiot has scored 2 goals, Taha Mohamed, he's only played twice, has scored 2 goals. 4 for Gabbiadini, 4 for Kravinovic, 3 for Mandzukic. Ali bloody Tape has scored more goals than Romelu Lukaku. He's got a problem, and I need him to start scoring. Once he starts scoring, we'll be fine. On the bench today, a couple of young players, Thomas Doherty and Bekamina Magubane. I keep getting confused with Thomas Doherty and Thomas Delaney. I might need to rename one of these people, because I keep thinking Thomas Delaney is Thomas Doherty, and the other way round. We are favourites. A victory here will give us 14 points. We've got a very good goal difference. For us, that's a very good goal difference. So, in theory, we could go second if all results go our way. A defeat, however, could drop us quite a way down the table. Always man mark Ibe and Sherishev, sure. And they've got Thorgan Hazard as well. Calmly, pick up where you left off. That one. That worked. I'm going to get so annoyed. If Lukaku does not score in this game, he's not playing in the Champions League match at all. He's dropped 100% from the squad. Gabbiadini with the ball. He's coming forward and he finds youngster Ali Tape, Bakayoko, Tahar Mohamed. Rabiot's got a bit of space. He's played it across the Tape. Tape has found Bakayoko. I thought he was going to have a shot there. And Romelu Lukaku, he must have heard me. He's got his first goal for Southampton. It moves us to second place in the table. That's ridiculous. Finally, Romelu Lukaku scored. Also, you've noticed, I've hidden the things on the side because I know how to do that now. Bakayoko gets the ball, crosses it in. Lukaku rises highest above everyone else. Begovic can't save it. It is 1-0. Since the goal, nothing's happening, which I'm actually okay with. If nothing happens, it means we're probably going to win. And we have reached half-time. It is 1-0. We're doing all right. Things are going well. But you're capable of better. That didn't really work. Gabbiadini, right. My strike force are so, conflicting. One of them normally plays well, whilst the other one is a pile of junk. Today, it's Gabbiadini who's junk. Lukaku's doing alright. Let's bring on Kravinovic as well. Mohamed's not having the best game. Begovic with a goal kick for Bournemouth. It's played long to Afobe. Doesn't get there. Thorgan Hazard does. Max Gradle, who's for some reason still at Bournemouth. I don't know why he's at Bournemouth. And Thorgan Hazard is unlucky. Coadio Kone with the save. Can we start an attack of our own? No, we can't. Kone with the free kick just outside his area. Rabiot to Lukaku. Back to Rabiot. Bakayoko. Bakayoko, can he find anyone? Lamina. Rabiot. Lukaku. Lukaku finds Bakayoko. And Bakayoko's got his third goal of the season. The fans, apparently, aren't impressed with Bakayoko. They think he was too expensive. At £6.5 million, he scored 3 goals from midfield. That is a bargain. Rabiot gets the ball from Lamina's pass. Lukaku plays Bakayoko through, who's basically... That's not a bad effort. I was going to say he's basically 1-on-1. He wasn't at all. Bakayoko makes it 2-0. Kabai. Bakayoko intercepts. Kravinovic, long ball to Lukaku. He's waiting for options. He's gone for Gabbiadini. Bakayoko flicks it on Rabiot now. To Ali Tape. Can he spin? He can't spin, but he passes it back to Rabiot. Lukaku. Back to Ali Tape. First time pass. Bakayoko. Gabbiadini. Begovic with the save. It's a corner. I'm contemplating taking off Gabbiadini. Kravinovic. And the goalkeeper saves. Gabbiadini's coming off for Magubane, because I like to play the youth players. With about 10 minutes to go, which is in a second, I'm going to bring on Thomas Doherty as well, because I want him to get some games. He got a game for Northern Ireland recently, and he scored. He's got 2 caps and 1 goal for Northern Ireland, which isn't bad. Kravinovic to Magubane, number 9. Begovic makes a save. It is a corner. I don't know why Magubane's number 9, but for some reason he's been given that number. I didn't do it. Kravinovic, corner comes in. It comes back out to Bakayoko. Bakayoko, can he play it to Ali Tape? He can. He found Ali Tape. Do it again. Okay, don't. Final sub of the game. Thomas Doherty is coming on. Gets 10 minutes under his belt. I need to slowly introduce him. That's my plan. And he didn't do anything. Nothing happened. Kabai with a corner for Bournemouth. Lukaku heads it clear. It's Cheryshev, Kabai again, Bracamonte smashes it off. It is full time at the Vitality Stadium. 2-0 victory, not a bad start. Calmly, I'm very happy. Sure thing, everyone seemed pleased. Little bit of a transfer update. Mattia Bianchini, who is currently at KRC Genk in Belgium? It is Belgium, isn't it? I might be buying him for quite a lot of money, but he looks very good and he's only 18. I've also agreed a transfer for Zacharias Papoutis. Zach is coming in. He's coming in for £3.8 million. I've gone for him because he's basically a younger Greek Filip Kravinovic. And some other news, Freddie Cerner has got a British work permit, which means once he's recovered from his broken back, he can probably get some games as well. Nicolas Sula is going to be so annoyed with the amount of players that I keep buying ahead of him. Amazing news. Ali Tape has won Young Player of the Month for September. I guess it's September. It is September, right? 4 games, an average rating of 7.57. He's 19 years old. Young Player of the Month, Ali Tape. Also, I get Manager of the Month because I'm pretty goddamn awesome. The main event for this episode is Juventus versus Southampton at Juventus Stadium. Is that where they play in real life? I know they've just moved to a new stadium, but it must have a better name than that. Can we make up for our absolutely abysmal, appalling, and terrible performance against PSG? It was that bad, it needed 3 words. 5-1 defeat against PSG, obviously, last time round. Today, Juventus, they beat Gazmatan Matthias. They actually went 1-0 down to Gazmatan Matthias. Humphrey Mieno scored after 57 minutes. So I think they're actually a much better side than I was expecting. They've got Loic Remy. What? Loic Remy has signed for Gazmatan Matthias. We're not even playing them today, but that is worrying because he will score against me. The lineup then for Juventus vs Southampton will be as follows. In goal, Kawadio Kone. Back four of Malo, Bracamontes, Big Wes and Tierney. Midfield, Bakayoko, Lamina and Rabiot. Krovinovic returns to the starting 11. And Gabbiadini and Lukaku are the two strikers. Because this is the Champions League and because a lot of my players aren't actually, they're not homegrown. They haven't been at me for 2 years at the moment. There's a lot of people that aren't registered. All of these, pretty much all of it. It's literally Gemma Storico and Jake Vokins that are the only two, and bad boy Grant Corbett, are the only players that could play in my first team. It does mean that there are 3 defenders on the bench, Caldara, Tape and Sula, 2 strikers in Mandzukic and Gallagher, and Thomas Delaney is the sole midfielder on the bench. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not really caring for the Champions League. As a Southampton fan, the Champions League has never been something that interests me anyway, because we're never anywhere near it. So, in this game, it's not something that I plan to win unless I'm constantly challenging for it. And at the moment, I'm not. I'm lucky to be in it. Let's give the fans something to cheer. They listened keenly. I think, because of our absolutely terrible start against PSG, we would be lucky to get out of this group. If we get into the Europa League, I think I'll be massively surprised as well. Lamina, Big Wes, Bracamontes. He's got Hugo Malo in front of him, finds Malo. Gabbiadini's there as well. Is he going to use him? Gabbiadini does get the ball. Krovinovic, Rabiot now. Rabiot to Lukaku. Lukaku he's forced to save it at Szczesny and won a corner. Krovinovic to take said corner. It's come to Gabbiadini. It's cleared only as far as Bakayoko, who can't control it, and Juventus clear their lines. Tierney with a free kick. Piaka gets it clear, only back to Tierney though. Tierney, he had 4 Juventus players to get past and had no chance. Big Wes with a header, but Juventus are coming forward. Piaka gets tackled by Malo. Malo gets tackled by Khedira. Alexandro crosses it in. Piaka again hits the post and Malo can get it clear. That's a bit nervy, I'm not going to lie. Krovinovic now. Lukaku. Rabiot. Lukaku, can he make a run? He can't. Malo, it's not Malo. Lamina. Bakayoko. Lamina again. Bakayoko. People are making runs, but no one's actually watching them. Rabiot's got nowhere to go. He's had to go back to Lamina once again. Big Wes. We're going all the way back to the defenders. Big Wes. Lamina. Rabiot. Come on, forward. Forward, please. Bakayoko. Malo make a run. No, Gabbiadini gets it. Gabbiadini finds Krovinovic, and Krovinovic finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 against Juventus, and because of games against, we move into second place. After all the passing about, Gabbiadini gets the ball, plays in Filip Krovinovic, who, if I'm perfectly honest, is an absolute star. I've bought him before, I think on the last Football Manager for Fulham of all teams, and he was ridiculous. Sami Khedira for Juventus. Piaka, can he cross it in? He does. Mbappe doesn't get it. Pjanic has a shot and it's gone in. I think it should be an own goal. That's probably a Big Wes own goal. Piaka, Tierney with a back heel clearance. Pjanic with the shot, and that is 100% an own goal off of Big Wes. That brings us to half-time. It is 1-1. We're not doing too badly. We can still come out of this with a win. No one cared. Let's try and fix that. Passionately. There's a lot more to come from you. Yep, this could work. This could work. Just do that for everyone. There we go. PSG are 4-1 up against Gazmatan Matthias. That makes me happy, because it means that I'm not as bad as everyone thinks. Lukaku and Gabbiadini, once again, it's 5, having an absolute shocker. Lukaku's coming off for Mandzukic, and, sure, let's do it. Why am I bringing Ali Tape? I just want to bring Ali Tape on, okay? There's no need for it, but I just want to do it. Krovinovic with the corner. It's come all the way out to Rabiot. Rabiot pass back to Ali Tape, please. I want Ali Tape to score another worldie. Krovinovic crosses it in. Mandzukic just hit the post, and on the second attempt, Mandzukic scores against his former club. Makes it 2-1, his 4th for the season. We are now in the lead. We've now got 3 points. Krovinovic gets the ball, crosses it in, Mandzukic at the front post, first time effort, hits the front post, comes back to him with his right foot, puts it in the opposite corner. It's 2-1. Oh no, I was just about to try and go defensive then. Sandro. He's been tackled by Gallagher. He's not been tackled by Gallagher. Piaka. Pjanic. There's lots of PJs in their team. Tolisso. Leon. Big Wes gets it clear. Kadira. Piaka. That was Piaka. I thought it was Pjanic. And Bracamontes gets it clear. Let's go contain. Let's go contain. I can't do any more subs. So I've got to work with what we've got. Mandzukic clears. Alexandro outjumps Gallagher. And it's going to be a throw. Run out the clock, please. Just see out the clock. There are... Well, PSG are winning 7-1. That makes me feel a lot better. It's a corner. Krovinovic takes. It's come as far as Rabiot. Rabiot crosses. Mandzukic doesn't get there. It is full time at Juventus Stadium. And once again, we've beaten Juventus. Passionately, well done, lads. Well done. Looking extremely delighted. That win does put us into second place. But PSG have played 2 and scored 12. 12. Genuinely, I'm very much looking forward to this Gazmatan-Medias game, because if they concede 7 against PSG, we might be able to put 4 or 5 past them. That is going to do it for this episode. It's been a rather successful video, I think. 2 games played, 2 wins, 2-0 victory against lots of 2s. 2-0 victory against Bournemouth, Romelu Lukaku and Tamuri Bakayoko with the goals, and then a 2-1 victory against Juventus as well. Krovinovic and Mario Mandzukic against his former club give us the win. It does leave us 3rd place in the Premier League table, which is pretty good. 2nd place in our Champions League group, which is pretty good and somewhat unexpected. Next episode, we're going to go Gazmatan-Medias and Arsenal for the next games. I'm not going to focus on the EFL Cup unless we get further in it. If we get like semi-final, quarter-final, semi-final, maybe I'll show some of that games. Otherwise, it's Champions League and Premier League. If we drop into the Europa League, I'm not going to focus on that either. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2017. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time for our trip to Romania, where we will hopefully score a lot of goals.